Alright, this has to do, Mother and Satya, this has to do with my request for getting Israeli citizenship. As you may or may not know, you probably know by now, I've been in the process of applying for Israeli citizenship and an Israeli passport for some time now. India turned their back on me and then helped Persia invade my home office. So I pretty much hate India at this point in time. It's essentially like the movie Shawshank Redemption. India has been Shawshank for me. I don't think I ever deserved to be deported. I did my time in prison and I did what I did, and then when I came here, I went to the call center job bullshit, and then I went to the streets for 3 years. And even after that, India chose to help some rich, spoiled, white American boy burglarize my home office. They didn't do it officially, they did it unofficially, and for that reason I've essentially turned my back on India happily. I don't want Indian citizenship ever again. When I was in Mangalore, I burnt my passport the same way Jason Bourne burned his in Goa. And right now, if I had to choose between Israel or India, I choose Israel. I have no love for India whatsoever at any kind. I really don't have love for Israel at this point, but it's not hatred. I know that you too might have some Indian pride left in you. Don't. Look at what they did to your son, and as Americans, look at what they did to your son. What America did was worse. They imprisoned, deported, and then ignored your son, and then they invaded your son's home office. America will not lift a finger to help you, as far as I'm concerned. There's no good in Babylon. So basically, just pray that my Israeli citizenship goes through, and that I get Israeli citizenship as soon as possible. The sooner I get Israeli citizenship, the sooner I get an Israeli passport, and an Israeli passport makes it a lot easier to travel across the world than an Indian passport. I'm not interested in representing India as far as business contracts are concerned globally. I'd much rather do that as a representative of Israel. You have to understand, India has treated me like a subhuman, along with America, for the past 13 years almost, and Israel is offering to treat me like royalty. And when I say subhuman, I mean that in the most degrading Holocaust sense of the word. I committed no crime when I was in Amlapram to justify burglarizing my home office. They could have gotten a warrant, they could have made it official, but they didn't. They made it unofficial and they did it illegally, and I did not deserve what they did to me at all. After my home office was burglarized, I was the one who was treated like a criminal for letting it happen to me, and that really pissed me off even more. The police came in the middle of the night around 12 o'clock to do their interrogation bullshit, and my only crime was wearing a military coat to masjid, and I had all the necessary papers and all the legal papers and all that, and yet I was treated like a criminal. And they know that they helped them burglarize my home office. The people who, in order for my home office to be burglarized, it had to be kind of what you would call an inside job, or they had to get inside help. So I'm sure that they got the help from politicians and police in the area by lying to them or bribing them or doing something along those lines. And I don't want to support India anymore. I'm sick of India. I do consider myself Israeli, even though they don't officially recognize me yet. It'll happen. It's prophesied in the Bible, so it'll happen. I'm faithful on that. I've got about 2 minutes left. Mother, thanks for all your help. Satya, you could do a whole lot more, and you know it. Just pray that Israel takes this step to accept me as one of their own and as their leader, essentially. I chose the name Michael Adam Schindler for a reason. Every Israeli, for sake of argument, every Israeli knows the name Schindler. Schindler's List, if you've seen the movie, great movie, watch it. I do have enemies now. I never thought they would burglarize my home office, and the next step would be to go after the two of you. And if you want protection under the House of Israel, Mother, it's guaranteed. Satya, you know the conditions, and we will throw you in prison along with your family if you do not meet the plea bargain settlement I have set forth for you. I have about 1 minute left. Let me just say again, pray for Israel to accept me and to grant me citizenship and definitely that paycheck. I want that paycheck that I've been working on, especially with the back pay. With the back pay for the past several months, about 6 months now, February, March, about 6 months, 3 months as a Captain Suren, 3 months as a Colonel, Aluf Mishni, and 4 months if you count May. I intend on buying an engagement ring for Dakota Blue Richards and ask her to be my wife, even though I will have to punish her for disobeying me as far as the military chain of command is concerned. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left. That's it. Pray for Israel to accept me and move on, take our relationship with Israel to the next level. And that's about it. You have your orders, I guess you could say that. And Mom, thanks again for everything.